Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain.hunting.blonde, and today I am bringing to you an exciting video. So this brand reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing their pieces for you all. And obviously I said yes because I, one, love handbags, and two, love being able to share new brands with you, especially in the mid-range space. So without further ado, let's dive in. And the brand in question is, we'll start with the smallest one, is Maison de Sabre. I think is how you say it. If you're saying it in French, all the Americans, Maison de Sabre. I'm not sure if one is more correct than the other, but it is a very cool sounding name, so I did like that. So let's start out with this littlest one, and if you have seen my Instagram reel with some of these pieces in it, you will have seen that I commented, or that I captioned it about how much my son loves these little boxes and these little pieces, and he does. And it's so cute because every time he opens them, even though like he knows what's in them, he goes, wow, oh wow, which is really funny. And then he comes and shows them to me as if he didn't just take them from my closet and run away with them. But he's really funny. He really likes these little boxes. So I do apologize for the state of the tissue paper because he is continually opening them and running away with them because he thinks they're so cute. And then both my husband and I work from home, so he does come and show my husband as well. So this is the first little one. And I think this is what the brand is somewhat known for, is they're very cute. And look at this. Let's focus. They're very cute bag charms. So this is the blueberry bag charm, and it's the smallest bag charm I got. It's so cute. And the fun thing is, if you have like an air tag or something really small, this does unzip and you could put the air tag in there, which I actually think is a really great idea. Especially if you were traveling just to keep track of everything. You know, I do have a tendency to travel with some luxury pieces, and I do always get worried about them. And I highly doubt someone's going to think to check if there's a air tag in this cute little bag charm. So this is the first one, the little blueberry. And I obviously have to put it back in the box so my son can open them again, because he'll be distraught if he comes into mommy's office and cannot open those. Which is funny because my office is my closet. It's a cloffice. So I'm always surrounded by my handbags and looking at them. But he does like to come in here, and that's the nice thing about working from home, is like the nanny will bring him in here before he goes down for a snap, or if he's, you know, grumpy or just wants to see me, and it's always nice to be able to see him. So I feel very lucky. This is the second charm. All of these have been opened by the baby, but this one's tissue paper has not suffered as much. And this one is adorable. This is a newer charm from their little bug charms. And this is the snail. Look how cute. I cannot. And you can see Bo has not gotten off all of the little wrapping, so there's still a little bit on there, but so cute. I mean, look at that. Who doesn't love a cute little snail? Just adorable. And they're so well made. I mean, just like the quality of the leather and the stitching is definitely there with these bag charms. Let's put this little snail away. And then we have one last little bag charm, and they do come for everyone in these beautiful blue boxes. Would be a very cute present for someone under the tree for sure. This one is the watermelon, and this is the bigger watermelon, so I believe this is called the coin purse size, as you guys can see right there. Very cute. And then the back even is like the rind of the watermelon. And then this one does unzip, and because it is bigger, you could definitely fit a lot more. Here, let me take out the stuffing. You could definitely fit a lot more in here. Oh, don't mind, as just one of my many boxes. You guys might have heard Belle in here as I'm filming. It's casual. It's very cute. So I really think their charms are adorable. I would 100% recommend them. I am just so shocked at the level of detail on them. And I think, you know, if you're someone who is not as good as accessorizing their bag like myself, like I just don't have the like eye for it, I find these are very cute and are very easy to put on a bag and look cute. Plus their website has a bunch of examples on their bags, so you could always just go and be like, I'm exactly going to copy what is on this bag, because it will look adorable, because they are obviously very good at styling their bags. So let's start with the bag you have already seen if you follow me on Instagram. It is a very, very cute bag. The color is just amazing. Let me zip it up. I have been using it a lot, and so I did want to restuff it so you guys could see it in all its glory. And it is in this dust bag. So this is their standard dust bag. Very nice. I just, you know, Louis Vuitton, how much would it kill you to put drawstrings on your dust bags? I'm just saying, other brands can do it. I think you can too. So it is the soft hobo bag in this beautiful red plum color. It is showing up a little more red to the camera than it really is in real life. It is definitely more of like a true plum color, which I think you can see in my pictures on Instagram. So I think I might have called it red plum. It's technically plum red. Same idea, and it does have gold hardware. So right here is the brand name Maison de Sabre, and you do have a little D-ring keychain already that comes with it, a little clochette. And you have a beautiful top handle, and you do have the 2 D-rings because there is a strap which I'm currently storing in the bag. But let me give you guys the measurements of the bag because I think that is always very important and very helpful. Hi guys, sorry about that. My camera cut out as I was bringing up the measurements. So I wanted to make sure that I could give you guys the correct measurements, and I always try to use the website measurements. So dimensions, your height is 5.8 inches, your width is 8.25 inches, and then your depth is 3.7 inches. And it is crafted from sustainable full grain European leather, which I definitely think you can feel. And it does have 2 drops. So your first drop is this handle drop, and then you also have a crossbody leather strap, which let me take it out of here, which does go up to adjust from 49 centimeters to 63 centimeters, and then this drop in centimeters is 13.5 centimeters. So I am keeping it stuffed. Let me take out some of the stuffing to show you guys the interior. I do always stuff my bags. I find that just helps them keep their shape. So it does have what feels like a cotton twill lining that is a navy blue. And then you do have a back zip pocket right there with a gold zipper. And then that is basically your interior, which oh wait, actually, I've never noticed this. There is actually a front, whoa, you learn new things every day. There is a front slip pocket right here that you could easily use to put your cards in because it is double slipped. I'm not sure if you're not gonna be able to see that in there, but very nice. I did not know that, even though I have used the bag. I never really put my cards into like the card holders because I just put a wallet in there. It's easier for me. And then this is the strap, which I do store in its little wrapping that it came in, but same color, the beautiful plum red, and then the lobster claw with the gold hardware, which is super nice. Very easy to get on and off of this bag because it does have its own D-rings, which I really do appreciate because then you're not putting weight on the actual strap, like the handle. This bag does have like a very nice slouch, which you're not really seeing because it doesn't have anything in it, but it does slouch like this, which gives me like puzzle bag vibes, which I really like. So I have been very impressed with this. The pebbled leather is nice. It is, I would say it's like pretty traditional pebbled leather feeling. I know sometimes pebble leathers veer to the side of like feeling like a Saffiano, which is not my preference. This does actually feel like leather. It does also have like a matte finish on it. I have not like had this exposed to any elements, so I don't know if you could like use it in the winter in the rain. My general take on most bags is not a good idea. Don't let anything get rained on. So I basically never let anything get rained on just because I'm paranoid, and that's just me. So that is the first bag that I got from the brand. I love the color. I actually, when I was getting ready to film this video and I was just looking up online, they are having a sale, so I'm going to put the code down below. And then I also saw some of the pieces for sale on other third-party websites, so I will link those down below or in my stories. So the stories will probably go up before this video, but I did want to share because who does not love a sale? Oh, and lastly, I did want to share the price point for this bag. This bag is $429. And also they do sometimes do pop-ups, but this bag is an online exclusive, so just throwing that out there. And then the next bag I have not yet used. I just recently got because it had been back ordered. And it is in this much bigger dust bag, but same dust bag as the other one. just bigger. It is the very beautiful bucket soft tote in what they are calling Saharan fuchsia. I'm not sure where the fuchsia comes in. I don't see anything pink on this bag, but maybe that's just the name of the leather color. Again, Maison de Sabre on the front in a very subtle way. Again, you do have the clochette and the D-ring, which is very nice. Also, because this is a bucket bag, it normally wouldn't have somewhere for you to put charms, but they have solved that problem because you do have a nice D-ring that hangs from the side. If you are a Labubu girly, this bag would handle a Labubu very well. I am not, but I do have, as I call it, a Lapupu, aka not the fake Labubu. It is literally a poo that looks like an unboxing. My poo is dressed like a piglet from Winnie the Pooh. If you know me, I love Disney. So that would go great on here because this is a bigger bag, so it's not going to overwhelm the bag like it would the other hobo bag that I showed you. As you can see, which I really appreciate, they stuff their bags very well. So this bag has a bunch of stuffing in it and also like a foam, both of which I will be putting back in the bag when I'm done using it. The same as the other bag, it does not have any feet, which, you know, I do love feet, but there is a reinforced leather bottom at the bottom, so I think the bag will be okay if you are putting it down. I mean, if you have to put a bag down. I put Birkins down if push comes to shove. It's just something that has to happen, right? So let me bring up the dimensions for you. The width of the bag is 10 inches. The depth of the bag is 6.7 inches. And then the height of the bag is 12.2 inches. For the strap drop, they don't give it a measurement, but I would say this is probably roughly about 8 to 9 inches. So it is something that is going over your shoulder. I don't think it'll have any clearance issues going over your shoulder. It is also made of their full grain sustainable European leather, which is really nice. Like I said, it is like a matte finish. It's very similar finish to the plum red soft hobo bag. I think this also will slouch like the soft hobo, but it is still stuffed. Oh, okay. Never mind. I see why it's called Saharan fuchsia, guys. It's called Take the Stuffing Out of Your Bag, Sam. The back pocket is this stunningly beautiful fuchsia pocket. You guys see that? And it has 2 slip pockets and then also a zipper pocket. And then it is just a giant, like, it also has a big giant black slip pocket. Oh, that's so fabulous because I was not expecting that. Because I will say that most of the time when you get a bucket bag, the bag does not have any sort of like interior structure to it. Like you might get a little pouch with it and like that's it. But this bag has a lot of structure. Okay, now we have to take out all the stuffing, which I'm then going to put back in my bag, but it is what it is. I cannot help myself. Ooh, fun. And then at the bottom, it also has, you see that? It's showing up a little more red than it really is in real life. It is definitely like a pink. But I love that. That is fun. And then, because we have to, you know, keep up with a little bit of the pink, we have a little pink leather strap to hold your keys or a pouch or whatever else you might want to. That is very fun. So I do think that this bag is going to slouch a bit. It is called the soft tote bag, and it's a soft bucket bag, excuse me. And so I do think the more I use it, the more it will slouch, which is the vibe I am going for. It's a very simple tote bag, but I really like that. I think that's really in right now. And I do love all the organization that you have because I don't think I have any other tote bag that has had that built in. And then the inside of the leather, or the inside of the bag, excuse me, is just a smooth leather, which I like. I really do love when bags are leather on the interior and the exterior. I know it can make them a little heavier, but this bag is really not heavy. As you guys will see right now, it is standing up really well without any stuffing in it. So I really like that. And it's a very pretty, like creamy beige color, like a vanilla color. It's showing up a little more washed out on camera, but it is really quite a beautiful color. So I will let you guys know as I use this bag more how it holds up, but I have used this bag, I think I used it for 3 weeks in a row, which is crazy for me, but it was so easy for like running errands because it got the long strap, for looking cute and like holding it. Like I went to a friend's birthday party and I kind of top handled carried it more. Like I said, when you put stuff in it, it gets this very beautiful slouch like this. It is just so, so pretty. And it's like the perfect winter color. I know like burgundy was in last year, but I really think it's still in this year, and I really, really love it. Like, I was tempted to get both bags in that same color, but I was like, no, Sam, you have to branch out and try something different. So I would say overall, I've been very impressed with the brand. I think if you are looking for like a cute present for a handbag lover, and you don't want to necessarily buy them a bag because you don't know what they like, or they only, you know, buy Hermes, and obviously Hermes would be a beautiful present, but a very expensive present, I would recommend that you try out Maison de Sabre. I think these little bag charms would be such cute presents. I mean, they already look adorable. They're very well made. Can clip them onto anything. Keys. If you carry like around your wallet, like a bigger wallet, you could easily clip it onto the zipper of that. You clip it onto obviously a handbag. You could clip it onto a backpack. You could, I mean, some people get really creative. I'm sure people use them as like, you know, shoe charms on laces and all of that. They're just so cute. And I think they would be an adorable stocking stuffer. Or if you are someone who does like cute little presents under the tree, like a little big, well, I guess not little, a big bow like on top of this would be adorable. And I would be so excited to open one of these because who doesn't love a really cute little bag charm, especially one that can be practical, that you could put your Apple AirTag in, that you could put change in, that you could easily fit your AirPods into the watermelon one that I showed you guys, because that one's much bigger. That'd be such a cute, actually I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my AirPods in it. It's just such a cute case, and they're so adorable, and they do fit really well in their bags because they do have, like I showed you guys on the bucket bag, that extra D-ring right there, which is like perfect for charms. So if you guys have bought anything from this brand, please let me know. They just released their new, I think it's called the Palace bag. I might be saying that wrong. That is so stunning, in a bunch of different colors. They've been doing a bunch of different pop-ups. I follow them on Instagram, so I end up seeing all of them, and I'm always so jealous because they haven't done one near me yet. So shout out to doing San Francisco or Palo Alto. I would go to either. I think people in both those areas would be very interested. And then if you need, like I said, some sort of inspiration for what charms you would put on your bag, they have a bunch of examples on their website. They have a bunch of examples on their Instagram. Whoever is styling their bags is so talented because like they like put together a combination I would never think of. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.